remember the time about 3.5 years ago, you invited us to go up to Big Bear. So my question to you is, how soon did you know that you had a special fighter on the list?
I knew the first day that I caught him on the mitts. It very seldom, I've been fortunate enough, first of all, I've been fortunate enough to catch Ricardo Lopez, Trinidad, Sammy Peter, some of the big, so-called big punchers. And when I first caught Gennady on the mitts, I felt it all the way down to my toes. And you know, my brain lights up, my eyes light up, everything like, and then as you start working with him, not only does he have the power, but he has the intelligence and he has the ability to do exactly what you want him to do and to practice the things that you want him to do. I told him that it would take 3 years. I think it took 3 years to get to the point where we had a title shot. I told him that it would take 3 years and I would make him the best middleweight in the world and the most avoided middleweight in the world, and I think we've done that. Now it's just a matter of not getting complacent, like I said, and just continue to evolve and continue to improve and continue to make sure that we give the fans, because I believe it's our responsibility to give the fans what they want, what they pay their hard-earned money to see.
Michael?
Abel, Murray's one of the taller opponents Gennady's faced. I believe he's about 6 feet tall. He actually has a longer reach than Gennady. Does that change the strategy as far as how you're going to fight the fight?
No, because Gennady will cut him down to 5'10". I think that I've never been the kind of coach that's going to adapt to somebody. They're going to have to adapt to us. They're going to have to adapt to us and make sure that they have enough ability or enough in their tank or enough gumption to be able to handle what Gennady's going to come at him with. Once Gennady hits him with one shot, he'll be, like I said, back down to 5'10".
Okay.
You said so-called A-listers, but you also said so-called punchers, like during this press conference. Do you think, like right now, with the way that Gennady has performed, that maybe he's starting to outshine like these so-called A-listers, and maybe the questions need to change?
Well, I think he has outshined them, but I've said in the past that it's up to you folks to shame them or to ask the questions that you're asking me. Ask them why not. Ask Peter why not. If Peter says that he's not known, just read him the numbers. Freddie says that he's never seen Golovkin. Freddie's smart, man. I know Freddie's seen Golovkin. And Freddie says that he's not known enough. Well, Freddie's been around too long to say those things. But you folks need to make sure that when May comes along and he fights somebody, Cotto fights somebody, and wins, if he wins, that you ask them why they're not doing what the WBC ordered. Why are they different if they choose not to? And if he chooses to go down to 154, that's okay with us too. The fact is that Gennady wants to be the best at 160 and wants to have all the belts, and if Cotto doesn't want to fight him, that's okay. We'll fight somebody else with that belt. But the A-listers have to be asked those questions and be put on notice that this kid is here to stay and this kid is the best middleweight in the world, and if he's not, then prove it.
So do you think that we haven't been pressing enough for that, or we haven't been enough?
You're pressing, but you're not saying, okay, when Peter talks about there's not enough draw in him, okay, well, just all you have to do is just mention the fact that he sold out StubHub, and I think that they went up 3 or 4 times on the seating, and does very well on HBO, and Ray can attest to that. What did 8,500 or 8,400 in New York? So every arena that he goes to, he's selling out. What does he have to do? Sell out Dodger Stadium before he's a draw?
Hey, well, I gotta ask you this. Can you describe a phone call where you call another trainer and say, hey, I need sparring for Genna? How does that work?
Actually, we've got a lot of volunteers, believe it or not. Tom's called me about 3 or 4 names. And I think the reason that they're volunteering is because they know that Gennady is not abusive. They know that Gennady is not going to try to take advantage of them. They know that Gennady is going to work with them and teach them, because the other guys that have come before them, and you can talk to any sparring partner that has ever been in our camp, Gennady is the first to sit back after the sparring session and kind of explain to you why you got hit with a particular punch, why he's doing this to you, why you need to change. He's willing to teach so that these guys get better, and in turn Gennady gets better.